Whew, gotta get this hair together. Almost that time. Hey guys, listen, it's KIM in the SAV, Kim out of Savannah, Georgia, and I have to double down on my time because y'all running a sister, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's a good busy. So I am exercising. If you see me shaking, it is because I'm on my vibration plate. Okay, I am burning calories while standing still. Yes, honey, that's what I do. I always say if fitness is not fun, then I'm done. But I have to double down on my time because it's almost time to get home from school. So I'm gonna do. This is gonna be This is gonna be about 10 minutes. Yep, because that's all I got. So I wanted to speak to you guys about your sales copy or your writing on social media. This is not specific to my company. This is for anyone who is trying to persuade, influence, move a product or service that they think is of value to people. If it's not going the way you want it to be, chances are you're not speaking to the right things. So this Facebook Live is inspired by a conversation I just had with one of the Better Bodybuilders, which is what I call my team members. And so she was wise enough to seek consult, okay? She's teachable and coachable. She knows I've been getting the results that she desires. So she said, hey, can you analyze this post right quick? And we were able to tweak a few things that I'm sure, are going to make some big differences over time. And so, guys, let me tell you this. Let me just start by saying this. When I was getting new team members and I was just going, congratulations or welcome, like there was no feedback on that. Nobody cared, okay? Maybe the only people who would say congratulations or welcome would be like my current team. But now I'm starting to get eyeballs on my new member posts and things that I'm talking about from people that are not in my company. Remember, that is the goal. That is the key, right? So how am I doing this? Well, guys, I'm speaking to people's emotions rather than their mind and rather than their money, okay? So, again, you want to speak to people's emotions, not their mind, not their logic, because some of you are pulling out all the facts and stats. Nobody cares, okay? Human beings are not logical beings. We're emotional. Most of the stuff that you see on social media is a post made on an emotion. That's why when you try to go back and click on that link, you can't find it anymore because they deleted it because it was emotional. Okay? Also, don't speak to a person's money. You know why? Because you don't know what kind of money they got. And if they really want it, they will find the money. Hey, what's going on, Coach Utoka? Hey, and what's going on? I can't see. Benga Olawajaba. I'm sorry. It's hard because my hand is vibrating. I'm talking and training while on my vibration plate, burning calories, okay, while trying to save you guys time, wasting your time by speaking to people's logic. You're speaking to the wrong thing. Now, I titled this, Your Writing on Social Media Should Be an English speaker's dream and an English teacher's nightmare. Yes, guys, but you are doing it in reverse. Listen to me, guys. You may or may not like our current president, but do you know why he's there? Because he's regular schmegular. He spoke to the common man. He spoke like on a fourth grader's level, and he's still doing that. Do you know why Cardi B is in such high demand? Because she's regular schmegular. You need to take a clue from these two. All right? You need to take a clue from these two. You up here on social media trying to be Bill Nye the Science Guy. Okay, you're talking about stuff that nobody cares about, and you're losing people's attention. See, attention is the greatest currency nowadays. If you can get and keep a person's attention, you can get their money. And this is not a bad thing. If you're watching this and you're offended, you don't get me. So you can click off. But this is not a bad thing if you have a good thing, right? If you're getting their money in exchange for a good product or service that they need, then it's a great thing. And basically that is your job. But you got to study people, and you got to study copy. What's called copy. Copy is basically sales words. You speak to the emotions of the person. You connect with the person. You cannot connect through facts and stats and things that people don't care about. If you're only talking about what you care about, they're going to click off. And if you cannot keep their attention, you will never get their dollars. That's just not the way it works. This is the reason why I say you have to become a student of this profession. I have spent so much time listening to Dan Kennedy, listening to Russell Brunson, oh my gosh, Dan Locke most recently, I could go on and on. What's the guy's name? Hold on, I wrote his name down because I knew I was gonna. This is this new guy that I started listening to, Jason Capital. Oh my gosh, the interview on the Passionate Few podcast was fire. This man made like what, 30 million by the time he was 30 or something. I know 40 million by the time he made a bunch of millions by the time he was 30. Okay, more than most people will see in their lifetime. But Evan Pagan, Brendan Burchard, they didn't just fall into success. They didn't just look into wealth. No, they are very strategic in how they communicate to their audience. They know who their audience is, and they are communicating with them. Now, the majority of people come from a corporate background, like myself. Like I'm a journalism graduate. You wouldn't know that by looking at most of my posts, but that's exactly the point, guys. That journalism degree in the corporate arena where everything had to be so perfect. I posted, if you're in one of my private groups, I posted something today about what my wage was my salary was working in corporate versus, you know, what I'm doing now. And it's a quite drastic difference, right? But the whole thing is, I hung up all that corporate lingo, all that tie-dyed stuffy talk. I hung that up with my corporate stockings in the figurative closet, okay? So I let that go. Now I talk to people like how I talk in my mind, and that's why I'm connecting with my audience more. I talk to people's pain. I don't talk to persuade. You can persuade indirectly, but I talk to their pain. And so when I was speaking to my business partner today, we took her everyday life, a situation that happened today, and she was like, oh, I see what you mean, and you got to do this. You got to lock arms with someone who is where you want to be, and you got to talk to them. You got to reach out to them. You don't post and then come back and say, hey, will you look at my post and see how I did? No, before you post it, you reach out to this person, and then you say, hey, before I post this, do you have any tips or tricks? This is what I'm thinking about saying. This is what I ultimately want to communicate. This is the goal of this post. You got to post for profits. This is the reason why people who are not even on my team pay me to help them, right? Not even in my company. I have people that pay me that are not even in my company, because sometimes you need another set of eyes and people that can understand where it is you're trying to go, that can give you the roadmap, give you the blueprint. But you up here and you so worried about, oh, I don't want people to think I'm not professional if I write a certain way. You so worried about people judging you for how you write that you don't realize that people are judging you for how you write. The very people that you want, you're probably not getting because you're not getting their attention and keeping it. You're trying to be all grammatically correct. It's so funny. I was listening to Trevor Noah. I'm a huge Trevor Noah fan. As a matter of fact, I saw him last weekend in Charleston. He was amazing. Anyway, side note. So I'm a huge Trevor Noah fan, and I was listening to him one day, and he was saying something about a semicolon. He was like, what is a semicolon anyway? Isn't it just he said, isn't it just a colon that had a baby with a comma? Oh, I almost fell off my vibration plate. Is it just a colon that had a baby with a comma? I was like, that's a good one. I'm going to use it. So I just used it. Check. Done. But it's the truth. You're sitting up here trying to be grammatically correct and do everything perfectly instead of connect. Forget being perfect. Don't be grammatically correct. Just connect emotionally. Emotionally, that's where the money is, in the emotions. Think about it. The majority of people let money manage their emotions. So why wouldn't you make a connection with someone to help them with their money on an emotional basis? That's what you got to do, guys. It's really quite simple. It does take some time. You do need to study people that are successful in writing sales copy. You do need to link up with someone who knows how to get the results. Ooh, thank you. Goodness gracious. And finally stopped. Okay, what time is it? I think I got to go. But you got to connect with someone who has the results that you want. It could show you how to, I'm telling you, just a few words, just a few phrases, just a few, formatting things. Small differences make all the differences in the whole entire world. In the whole entire wide world. Yeah, they make all the difference in the wide world. It still sounds funny. Anywho, I gotta go. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment below. If you're watching on YouTube and this is your first time seeing me and you feel me, then you hit that red subscribe button and also the bell to the right, ding dong. So every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to know. All right, now I gotta go. Bye, y'all.